All right, guys. So we're gonna do the road. We're gonna talk about going Sapphire, okay? And in a couple days, we'll have a spreadsheet just like this with a couple tweaks to it, and it's just building by the numbers to Sapphire. People want a goal. When we talk about people getting started in this business, we talk about those people going Sapphire, right? If you're going to start with an ambassador kit or a founder's kit, you're now a Sapphire for 6 months. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor right now, getting paid as a Sapphire. But what happens when you're not getting paid as a Sapphire anymore? You hope that you're going to be a Sapphire. At least you have started a goal or a plan to get to that point as well, right? So Sapphire is, in my eyes, is very simple, and obviously in this company is very simple because it's growing so quickly, and there are like hundreds of Sapphires every single week in this company. And really, all it is you starting your own business and finding 12 people to buy your products. I mean, I don't care what business you started. I don't care whether you started your own landscaping company, and you're going to have more than 12 clients, right? Yeah. Of course. So why would you start your business and think you wouldn't have that much? You know, if you don't apply your time, if you treat it like a hobby, of course you're going to have no clients. But if you really treat this like a real business, you're going to have your clients. Okay, you're going to get more than 12. But so the goal is to have 12 people who join on any type of kit, and they go get their 2. Because as soon as someone gets that first taste of making money, they're in. I'm just telling you that right now. They make that first commission, they're like, all right, what do I need to do to get to taste this more? So that's the goal, okay? So here we have just the road to Sapphire, right? And the goal is for you to build 2 teams, and on your 2 teams, you have 12 personals on one team and 12 personals on the other team. 12 on the left, 12 on the right. That's really the goal. And you want to try to really accomplish this in 90 days. And you can if you really applied yourself, okay? And it's not taking all hours out of the day. It's identifying the system that you want to use. Whatever your upline tells you to do, follow it. Okay? Because if they've been successful, they're not gonna lead you in the wrong direction. Okay? But usually it's consistent with what we're talking about. But basically, 12 people on each of your teams is a goal to really go Sapphire. All right? And how you want to do it is we break it down here. Okay? You want to go executive usually in the first 48 hours because you want to create that story for people. Hey, I got started a couple of days ago. I'm already an executive. Doesn't really mean a lot, but I'm getting paid. Now they're saying, well, you already made money in that business? Because for most people that are skeptical, they don't know people in this industry, or they've had family members or friends who've been involved. They didn't make any money. Why? Because they didn't do anything. Well, it's probably not even their fault because the person who got them involved never plugged them into anything. So they didn't even know what to do. Okay? So your goal is to go executive in the first 48 hours. How do you do that? Right? You don't need to go, you know, when you get started in this company, you have this game plan workbook. It comes in your J-Kit. I have a YouTube video that goes through the game plan. It's 45 minutes, and then you can go through the book at the same time. In here, they tell you to put your 10 best and your 10 easiest. Okay? Who are the easiest? The easiest is probably my best friend, my business partner, my twin brother, right? Not my sister, not my other brothers or sisters, my twin because he's just like me, right? Identical. So he's gonna join just to support me. We're like the same person. I don't care whether he buys a skincare kit or whether he goes all into the business. He's going to be one of my 2 people, right? You have those 2 all the time. I call them your laydowns, right? When I first started, it was my mom and my twin brother. Those are my laydowns. They didn't do anything with the business, but hey, executive, that's all people want to know is if you can do it, they can do it. So that's the goal. Everyone should be an executive in their first 2 days. You can call somebody and say, hey, do you trust me? Do you believe in me? Right? Would you support me if I started my own business? All I want you to do is try the skincare out. $199 skincare kit. $199 basic nutrition kit, the AM, PM, the Affinity, the Reserve, $199 basic skincare kit, the cleanser, the daily moisturizer, the night cream, the serum, and the instantly ageless. It's like, just go find 2 people to do that at least at the very beginning. Some of you guys have people who are business minded. You can go find 2 business people right away. Hey, I'm doing this thing. This company's blowing up. I want you to be there with me doing this thing. Well, if you're doing it, I'm going to do it. I had a couple people like that too. Calvin, if you're doing it, I'm in. You know, so you have some people like that too, but if you don't have those, you have your 2 easiest, your 2 laydowns. You want to go executive, okay? So look, you're right on track. You want to do that. If you don't do it in your first couple of days, do it in your first week, right? So that's really the goal. You don't have to, but really have some urgency behind starting your own business. That's really it. All right, and then Jay. I mean, and let's get back here real quick to executive. You're not trying to sell anybody on anything, okay? Most people you know already take these types of products. They're replacing it for a month or 2. They're trying our products out. If they like it better, they're going to keep buying it. You're not asking them to like sign their house over to you. So it's just, it's so really simple. You're looking for people who, hey, you already take a skincare. Have you heard of Luminesce? Do you understand stem cell technology? You got to take a look at this video. Try this product out for a couple months. Okay, great. The AM PM. If Chris were to approach me and he told me how much better these are than the stuff I'm taking, I trust Chris first of all. I'm gonna say, I'll do it for you. I'll try it out. And then he could send me a video over the next month or two and I'll watch it and I'll be like, I'll be on it forever now because I saw that. So you're looking for a couple people, right? And then the next step is obviously to become a Jade executive, okay? And you want to do this within your first month. So really, at the end of your first month, you want to have 4 people in your business. 2 on your left team and 2 on your right team. So that way you're a Jade, okay? You have those people complete the step 1. You're plugging them into the same system. Okay, your new people, it's really your responsibility to teach them to go through the game plan, who are your 10 easiest, who are your 10 best. Start with the 10 easiest and go become an executive. Okay, so now you're a Jade executive. And then now that you have your 4 that are executives, you want to go back down to the second month and you want to go leverage that success that you're having right now. Because at the beginning, it's kind of the hardest to do. For some people, it's easy, but for most people, it's hard at the very beginning. Leverage the success you're having. Follow up with the people who you've been following up with. It took me 3 weeks to get involved. If my neighbor wouldn't have stayed persistent with me, he wouldn't be where he is today, and I wouldn't be where I am today. So persistence will pay off. I'm telling you, for most people. Most of the people that you take a long time to get in, they're gonna be the best for you. Okay, most of the people it takes longer for them to see it, they're gonna be your best people. Just trust me on that, all right? But leverage the success you're having. Now to get the next 4. Okay, now you have 8 people who in their first week or first 24 to 48 hours, they become executives. Now you're a Pearl, and over the next month, you want to go duplicate that again and get another 4 people. So each month you're getting 4 new people, and now you're a Sapphire executive, okay? So in here it says, share your product and opportunity with 6 people in a week. As an average, you'll see results of 2 people joining your business out of the 6. Sponsor 8 new distributors your first month. Stick with the 90-day plan and reach your goal of 12 personal left, 12 personal right. Expect to enroll people by having product. First of all, you don't need to just go out looking for people that trust you, looking for people to take the product line. You're going to end up prospecting people, okay? And you're either going to go, you're going to use your J-Mobile like Chris talks about, sending the instantly ageless video, right? Or any of the videos straight from your J-Mobile app to send someone to catch their interest and following up with them to say, hey, I need to show you these products. And either getting them as a customer or getting them to do the business. Or you're going to use your J-funnel and you're going to have a sales funnel where you're like, I think this guy would be great at the business, but I want to pre-qualify him first. I'm going to tell him a little bit about what I do. I got involved in this company. There's a lot of business people involved, and they're taking a product line to market with stem cell technology. Company's $1 billion company this year. They're capitalizing on the growth. You need to take a look at what is it? It's called Jeunesse. Have you heard of it? Okay, good. Before you look at anything, just promise me you'll watch this link. I'm going to send you a link to a website, and I'll follow up with you later tonight. Can I count on you looking at it? Yeah, when can you look at it? They give you a time, reconfirm the time. It's like GoPro, the book that we read. And then follow up with them, okay? For some people, they're going to have watched it, and they're going to say, yeah, I have more questions. There's some people, they're going to tell you they watched it, they haven't. It's okay. Call them out and say, hey, I can't do the takeaway. I can't make you want to make money. I'm offering this to you. I'm inviting you to do this with us. I'm going to do it with or without you. Let me know when the timing's right for you, Or the people that haven't had time to look at it yet, reconfirm a new time with them. But use the tools that you have, okay? This company gives you everything you need, whether it's J-Mobile or whether it's the J-Funnel app. And there's other funnel systems out there that you can use as well. Use whichever one works for you. But I'm just telling you that you can do it without those tools, and you can put all your time into building this business. If you don't have a job or you don't have a business, then you could do that. You could be the person that wants to talk to everybody and explain everything, or you could be the person that works smarter and just lets the tools do the talking. Because I'm telling you, the videos are more professional than we can ever be, right? I've never done anything with stem cells. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. So the minute I start to look like one, the minute I'm going to lose credibility with those people. I've known you your whole life. You never talked to me. But the minute you start using those tools, it's showing those new people, wow, I can use this if I do this business with her. So I'm just saying, like, utilize the tools. Experiment with some things. J-Mobile. Experiment with J-Funnel. If you don't like the way that your funnel is right now with J-Funnel, change the videos around. Have a couple different funnels. You have your customers that you can lead with an instantly ageless video and just a 15-minute video. Forget the comp plan. Then you have those business people like me who I want to see this company's video, like that Monopoly one I showed, right? There's a bunch of cool ones. And then the 15-minute video because I want to see, well, I can just show this to people and does it work for me? And the comp plan I definitely want to see because I want to know how I can earn income. I'm not going to understand how it works there, but I'm going to say, hey, plug me into whoever's making money like that. So you're going to have different types of people, right? And from there, all you're doing is you're prospecting 5 to 10 new people per week. And all you're doing is sending them the video. You approach them by sharing product with them, selling them product, or sharing a little bit about the business. You're sending them a link to whatever the videos you wanted to send them, whether it's JMobile or JFunnel, and you're following up with them. Okay? Every week, there's going to be a certain percentage of people who actually watch the video and say, hey, I want to know more. There's going to be people that say, I'm not interested. You know, don't take that as a no. Say, can I ask you why? I don't have enough time. Right? I did a whole rebuttal thing last week at the training, you know. Well, how much time do you think you need? I don't have enough money. I don't have the money to do that, to start my business. How much money do you think it costs to retake control of the conversation? Right? Well, I don't do those things, those MLM things. You know, what has been your experience? Have you done one before? You know, so it's like, just retake control and have them ask questions, you know. All right, what are you doing for an additional income stream? What's your retirement plan? What's your plan B? You know, have you ever thought about building a business and giving it to your kids one day? You know, if I could show you a business that costs $500 or $1,000 to start and you can make the same income you're doing there, would you be willing to take a look at it? It's all I'm asking, 45 minutes, hour of your time. Like it's asking the questions to get them to think. You're just getting them closer to say, making the decision to be like, all right, I'll do it. I'll take a look at it. Kelly just got me closer to taking that decision. When he said, hey, I'm your neighbor, I wouldn't have you look at anything where I'd be embarrassed to see you again. All it did was push me further in. Okay, I'll look at it now. Simple as that. He gave me product, pushed me in more. Okay, now I have to look at it now. I had to reciprocate that kind deed that he did for me back to him. So it's like whatever you can to get them closer to making that decision. Don't just take a no as a never. If my neighbor would have done that for me, that would have hurt me. Okay, we're all skeptics. We're all people. You know, when people start talking to you, and because you're going to get rebuttals. I don't care whether you own your own landscaping company, whether you're a real estate agent, whatever you are, you're going to have clients who have questions. They aren't sure yet. They're skeptical. You know, and you gotta have, you know, you gotta be able to respond back with a position of power in educating them on what it is that we do. You know, so it's simple. So you're gonna have people that you're constantly working on that are eventually gonna get there. But the goal is to get those people to make the decision to watch the video, to try the product out, to buy the product from you, and get on the webcast or get here. And then from there, you're gonna either get them here and you're gonna start getting people enrolled into the business. So let me see if this thing goes to the other page real quick. Okay. One second. Okay. So on here it just says like to chart out your growth on here, you know, and it talks to you about the first 48 hours. You're probably going to talk to maybe 6 people, show the plan to 6 people. You might have 2 people that are your easiest that trust you. They get started. Now you become an executive. Remember, the major goal in this business is to get your 2, to become an executive, because that's all this business is about. If all you did was get 2 in this business, forget about the ranks. Okay. If all you did was get 2, it shows people it's possible to become an executive. And if all that happened from that point on was people got in and got their 2, and they got qualified, got their 2, you can grow in a ginormous business. It's just 2 by 2. That's how this business really is grown, right? Everyone becoming qualified. But the goal is to continue showing the plan. So that way, by month 1, you set a goal of hitting Jade, either by enrolling 8 personals or 4 that go executive. Now you're Jade. You can easily enroll 4 on the left, 4 on the right. They're telling you that, if you show the plan to 6 people per week, that's 24 people a month. Chances are that 25% are going to get involved with you. Not all 100%, but you're going to get 8 out of 24 you share with. When you do it the next month, you're going to have 16, then 24. Your goal, your personal goal, is to put 24 people into this business that have enrolled with 100 points or more, okay, 24 people, and have at least half of those people become executive. That's really the goal. Now, I'm really trying to think, I don't know if you can help me with this, but I'm trying to think of every single person that I put in this business and which ones haven't become a star that I've personally enrolled. There are some people that might not do anything right out the gate, but if you keep dripping on them, you keep giving them information, you have them plug into certain things, eventually they're going to become a star. It's when you don't put time into them, you don't pay attention to them, that they end up just quitting one day. So it's just, as long as they're happy on the product, they're never going to quit. But if you put attention onto them and show them that you want to help them, they're going to eventually become an executive, and it's going to empower them to get more people involved. And then they're going to have 2 more people that can continue that fire. So that's the goal, you guys, like becoming a Sapphire. There's no business that you can really show people. What's Sapphire? The average income, I think, is like $5,000 or something a month. That's an extra $1,000, $1,200 a week. That's a lot of money to a lot of people. And the reason the average income is that is because if someone really did, enrolled 24 people in their business. It doesn't sound like a lot at all for any business. And 12 of them took advantage of the opportunity, and 2 of them really took off with the business. Of course, that's easy. Of course, I could see $5,000 a month in income. You know, I mean, back to the example, Chris and Lily. Your guys, that's pretty much what you guys did your first year at Sapphire, right? So, first time in direct sales, right? Got involved in the business. Both had full-time jobs. They didn't enroll 24 people. That's the goal, okay? But I think by the time you guys got to the equivalent of Sapphire, how many did you enroll? Like 8, maybe 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. What do you think?
Right. I know it was probably about 30 total now in the last year and a half, but initially it was 4, and that gave us a nice solid residual income ever since then.
Right.
And then probably about the time we got to 8, we were probably around 7.
Okay. So they enrolled 8 people, but the coolest part was that I think 2 of those people took, not even the 2 people you enrolled, like people in depth took advantage. Someone they enrolled, took off, and they became the Sapphire. That, I think 60 grand or something in your first year, 50-something thousand dollars. That's like an average of $4,000 to $5,000 a month in residual income. I mean, that's a cool additional income on top of that. But then there are some people who can get involved and put in more than that and go to work even harder, you know? But it's just about building depth. But here, so there is a chance for you can put 8 people in. And if somebody in depth through those people do something, then you can go even faster. But you know, that's the goal to get to Sapphire. 12 left, 12 right. You want to focus on going as executive as quick as you can, so the new people, you have a good story to share with them. Doesn't matter how you go, just 2 people. Doesn't matter, just 2 people that go executive, and then from there, you're trying to enroll another, 22 people over the next couple months. But for me, when I talk about it through my business, and I'm going to break it down on our own team sheet. This is another team sheet here. I really want to share 6 months to Sapphire, because I think that's more of a realistic goal for people. 6 months to get to Sapphire, 6 months to have 12 people that each get there too. Because if we really share with people the importance of starting with an ambassador kit and being overranked for 180 days, we want you to build a solid business with a few people, not a whole bunch of people really quickly, So if you were to really try to break this down, I would say you should set a goal, of trying to bring 4 people into your business every single month, okay? And they aren't 4 business people every month. You're going to find a customer that joins with you that takes off with the business. You're going to find somebody that comes in with an ambassador pack and takes off with the business. You're going to find someone that comes in on a founder's kit and does nothing, but they sign up 1 person on someone and they take off with the business. But you got to just put 4 people in your business, no matter what they are. Customers, wholesale customers, business builders, because the chance of them getting the executive and leveraging those new people is going to take off. So that's really what your goal should be. If you go a month without enrolling somebody, you're not doing the business at all. You don't even consider yourself like a direct salesperson. I'm just being honest, because I want you guys to understand this. If this is a business, if you're doing a business and you're not putting anyone in your business, you're not making any money, it's not really a business. It's kind of like you're just playing around with someone. You have to treat it like, I just put 100 grand in this thing. I'm going to go make this thing right. I'm going to treat it like a business. I'm going to go seriously talk to some people, ask them some serious questions about what they do for a living, what their goals are, what they want to give to their kids one day, what their plan B is, if they love time freedom, what do they like to do for a living, what do they like to do for fun, are you able to do that right now? Like, go down and write a list of questions that you'd want someone to ask you. Before you talk to a prospect, already have the questions written out so you're prepared when you meet with them. If you, like I said before, there's a million different excuses people can make why not to do a business. Okay, and there's a million excuses that they can make why to do a business, and you need to help them identify those. Because it's easy to make the excuse why not to, but if you can bring out the reasons why they need to, they're going to do it. They just haven't had anyone ask them that. No one's cared enough to even ask them that. And that was the biggest part, My neighbor said, hey, I know that you're successful in real estate, but how about, wouldn't you like to have that same exact income like you made before? That was the part. He didn't know that I was hurting, but I didn't tell him that I can't even afford the house I'm living in right now and the car that I'm driving because I've lost half my income. But he knew it already. So without even asking me, he said, wouldn't you like to make the same kind of income you're used to making? Like, I never told him I wasn't. He just knew it. So it was like, dude, he's telling me something right now that he already knows. That was my trigger right there. I built up a lifestyle that I didn't want to lose, and he got me that way, Now today, if you're talking about now that I have a family and kids, and if someone said, hey, don't you want to keep your wife at home taking care of the kids all day? Like, aren't you afraid of having to go work again, get a job? That's what's going to keep me working hard in this business, what want to make me want to do this thing. I want a business that I can leave for my kids. I want to be able to afford their college one day. I want to be able to do all the things that I do right now, vacation, and be able to coach my daughter's soccer team. My daughter just started soccer, and I wanted to be a coach so bad. I was afraid, you know, I'd get there early because I thought all the dads were going to like fight to be the coach. There were really none that could coach because they're working, right? You coach too, right? They can't. So it was like actually pretty easy. I didn't have to do that, you know. So I'm the co-coach with another guy, and I wrote him like a long email about myself and like how I love my kids and like, well, you know, why I wanted to be a coach and why I think I deserve to be the coach. Blah blah. And he's like, don't worry, man. There's no one else that did it. You can be the coach.
Nobody else. Bring your pom-pom.
It was crazy though. But like I thought I had to fight for this thing. I'm all like studying hard to take the safe haven test and like the coach test and like afraid I'm not going to pass it. And like, it's like they want you to pass it, you know. And so, but the fact is that like people don't have people don't have the advantage to do that kind of stuff, you know. And if you can ask people like, wouldn't you like to do that? They're going to say, yeah, show me how to do that. It's all you're really trying to tell people. You know, you're looking for the types of people you're talking to, identifying things that they probably want out of life, and you're just saying, hey, you can do that here. Plug in with some smart people, some people who want to go somewhere, make some new friends with us. You have a product line, everybody you know would want to take if they knew what it was. And dude, be in business, be on the distribution end of this company. It's crazy the amount of income you can make. And for you guys that are new here tonight, outside of the training, there are people making $1 million a month in this company. And if you saw them, you'd be like, how the heck are they making $1 million a month? $1 million a month. So if you didn't know anything about this industry, you didn't come to a meeting like this tonight, you wouldn't know anybody who can make that kind of money. You think pro athletes and like movie stars. In this industry, it's everywhere, right? And you've seen it, Chris, Lily, you've seen it everywhere. And that's a lot, but 100 grand a week is a lot. You know, that's like too much money. It's like all these people don't need any of that money, but because of the distribution channel that's built over the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they get paid it because that's what the compensation plan told them they paid it. But the reality is that those people probably only need to make 15, 20 grand a month to pay all their bills, their nice cars, their house, their kids in private schools. Everything after that is just investing, losing in different places and just risking it in other things and businesses and startups. And all it is really time after that. As soon as their bills are paid, it's like I have all the time to do what I want. And for me and my wife, we want to spend our time helping, you know, people like you guys who want to do the business. I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys create the same lifestyle as us. We want to build our name in the industry. We want you guys to be able to take the baton and be able to do what we did over the next 3 or 4 or 5 years with your people. And it's fun. So the goal really, like I said, is Sapphire. And it's just putting people into the business, bringing people in, helping them get plugged in. If they're not plugged in, you're going to keep replacing people. Okay, there are people here tonight who came to the meeting. They aren't even really plugged in. You know, they've showed up. You know, they're gone already, right? But they came because maybe they had a prospect and they're already gone. If I brought a prospect, I would have told them already, there's going to be a training tonight, so you want to stay after because I want that prospect to have the best chance of succeeding. Just to sign them up is nothing. Now they're gone. Now they know that every time they do a meeting, just leave right when it's done. It's like the example you set for people is what they're going to repeat. It's the same. It's the same exact thing. However they get into the business is what they're going to continue after. Whatever you do with them, whatever you do, they're going to follow. So it's just like the coolest part is that when I can enroll 30, 40 people in a year, and there's a big event like the Ganesh University or the Convention of the Americas, and even if half of those 40 get there, it's all I needed. Because remember, in this business, you just need one on your left and one on your right team. You're done forever. Not anybody I personally enroll. I can enroll Chris and Lily. They can quit, but they have a team of like thousands now in their downline. As long as one of those people do something, I'm set for life. That's how cool this business is. All right. So you guys have any questions? No? All right. Of you guys that are getting started, who's already like set a goal to go Sapphire right now? Like, have you guys written it out, drew it out? Any of you guys? Right, Chris? So what have you done already to like look at what you guys are doing to get like fully qualified Sapphire by?
We're re-engaging a couple people because we already have people that weren't executives, so we're trying to help our people. That's really what it's about. I mean, if you're just starting, it's different, but for us, it's just really about helping our team become executives and really build their business. Some people that have been involved for a while but haven't really taken it serious. So a lot of those people, but we're really continuing to recruit a lot. We're using J-Mobile like crazy. Lil's got tons of prospects right now from her work now. They're just sampling the products. It's all that we're building our business right now based on the 7-day sample and 2 instant ladies packets.
Cool.
And it's just now they're all coming back. Okay, I want it.
Right. So
tons of people in the pipeline right now.
So you guys are. So this is one of the main things in this business. You have to You have to be able to embrace the process. Because it sucks like when you have all these people trying product right now and you're waiting like for them to follow up. But I'm telling you, sooner or later, you get to this part of the process where now you're like getting the people who are signing up right now and you're going back to these people just started, you have people in the middle, and then it becomes fun. At the very beginning, until you get to that point, it's not fun at all. You got to start it somewhere. Right there, you got to start it somewhere. And then all of a sudden the funnel just people from the back keep coming out the front, from the back keep coming out the front. And every week you'll find that I put one new person in the business, one new person in the business. That's my goal. Every week in this business, like I just want to enroll one new person. Not more than that, because then it's too much to like kind of handle, but one new person. And my goal is that after a year or 2 years, that I have like 4 or 5 people who are really just crushing this thing. And I like how my sponsor, I watched a training that he did with his team, and he talked about how he asked the person, how many cards are in a deck of cards? Any of you guys know?
52.
52, right? And then out of those 52 cards, how many of them are aces?
4.
4. How many of them are queens?
4.
How many of them are kings?
4.
Same thing in this business, right? You go out and set a plan to put 52 in this business, guaranteed you're going to find 4 aces, 4 kings, and 4 queens. 4 aces just taking off. They don't even ever need you again. And I have those people in my business, right? I'm like begging them to come help do a meeting with them. I'm feeling like they don't even want me there, right? And it's like you have your 4 aces, right? So that's good. That sets you up forever. Now you know that you're set for life. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. And then you have your 4 kings and 4 queens. People who are like they're good. You have 4 good male leaders, 4 good female leaders. Like they haven't really, committed this lifelong journey to this business, but they're there. They're already building the business. They already make enough money where they would never ever quit. And you're just trying to get them to. You're trying to mold them now and shape them, right? Hey, there's an event called GoPro. You got to go to it. Okay, you got to do your own training. You got to do your own webinars now. You got to create your own brand now. Like you're molding them. But I'm just telling you that it's the same exact thing. That you put 52 people in this business, you're guaranteed to have your 4 aces, 4 kings, and 4 queens. That's how you have to think about it. Don't quit before you've got your 52. After you got your 52, then come talk to me about quitting this business, because we're going to look at your business and find those people. But I'm telling you, if you've got the whole deck of cards laid out and all you have is 1 left and 1 right, that's all you need. Simple, right? It sounds so simple, but for me, because I've been in this industry for 8 years, it really is. But the hardest part about this business is getting out and going to actually talk to people. But the easiest part is that we already have the tools that we didn't have in our last company, in this company now. It's easy, right? You said to share the quick video. It's going to catch their attention. And then just follow up and say, hey, I'm going to let you try the product now and share the product with them, right? It's easy for me to go share. A guy by the name of Ward just called me today because he's interested in joining Ganesh, And he talked to me for a few minutes. I said, all I want to do is send you a quick link to some videos. I want you to watch it, and I'll follow up with you tomorrow, because I want you to want to talk to me about this business, and I want you to be up to speed. So we don't even have to ask the questions that are going to be answered for you. So I sent him the videos, and I set a time to call him up tomorrow, So usually in this business, it's built with a bunch of people who are putting a lot of time into meeting people one-on-one and just throwing up all over them about all this information. Just let the videos do the talking, and when they say, okay, I'm interested, I want to hear more, show me the webcast, let me know how to sign up, how do I make money, then you can do that. All right? All right, you guys, so appreciate your guys' time tonight. And any other questions you guys have for me? Got anything? Who's brand new that stayed? Right? A couple people. So that's good, right? So you guys made the cut. You guys made it this far now. Right? So your goal, obviously, for you guys that are brand new, is to just figure out, the product you need to get started. I don't know if you guys are already on the team. I know that you were involved with us with me, So you want to find out what your options are to like overrank yourself in our company. And that you have that option as somebody who transitioned with us. You have the option to buy one of the starter kits, and you can overrank yourself now. And now you can set a goal with us. And same with someone who's brand new. I don't know if you were involved with this in or not, but if you're brand new, you decide the kit that you guys want, and then download the J Mobile app, get plugged into the system, and you guys just show up on a continual basis. And the goal for everybody here is to get to Orlando, because that's the convention of the Americas. I guarantee you, if you get to that convention in Orlando, then you'll come back with on fire about this business. That's what you guys want to do. All right? Okay, appreciate you guys' time.
Thank you, brother.